got a real friend, you don't need much. Just a place to sit and fish is more than enough. When you got a real pal, there's nothing too tough. Together it is better when you got your real bud. Real bud.
John, I had an awkward interaction at work yesterday.
Oh no! What was the awkward interaction?
I held the door open for someone. It ended up being this guy, probably early 20s, skinny, tall, long, curly hair. So he's walking in front of me. I'm probably 6 to 10 feet behind him. And we're walking down this long hallway towards our building from our parking garage. And we're at the very beginning of it. And this other guy comes up, must have been someone that he knew. And he said, "Are you guys living together?" And I looked up and he said, "Oh, never mind." And the rest of the 5-minute walk into the building, I had to walk behind this guy thinking that people thought we lived together.
Oh, jeez. What gave him that a notion?
I don't know if it was the outfit I was wearing that day.
Oh,
or,
it could have been. You know, the pink pants always go far, you know.
I guess he probably thought that I was somebody else that we worked with and they were friends and we came in at the same time, so we must be carpooling.
That's a funny story. That's a funny story.
Anyway,
good.
How have you been?
I've been good.
You look different.
Well, we just got back.
You look like a city slicker.
We do. I was a city slicker.
You look like you came from money, old money.
No, we look like we came from. Hey, give me a slice.
I'll take a pep.
I'll take a slice.
So did you have any pepperoni pizza?
We did.
Or just pizza in general?
Just pizza in general. And it was a wonderful little Italian restaurant from across the street from our hotel. By the way, we went to New York, and we were going to stay there 4 days. And due to the weather in Kansas City, we wound up staying 6 days.
Wow.
Because our flights got canceled and all that fun stuff. The airport got canceled. And so anyway, it was just, it was an ordeal, but it was fun that we were able to, in a non-stressful way, have the opportunity to stay an extra couple of days in New York City.
Yeah, there are worse places to be stranded.
There certainly is. A lot of great restaurants there.
So made predictions you'd have pizza. And
We did.
Just one time?
Yes,
Okay.
just one time.
And then did you see any rats?
Did not see any rats. You were telling me about you're going to see a bunch of rats, and you're going to get pickpocketed and all that kind of stuff. But I didn't.
Oh, did you stop at any stoplights? No walk signs where everybody else was walking?
No, but you know what? The thing that I noticed was that people kind of obeyed those.
Really?
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of course, there was a lot of police still out from the holiday directing traffic and all that kind of stuff. So that may have had a lot to do with it. But I noticed that most people were pretty conscious about it. You know, there were a few people that kind of ventured out. But who wants to venture out in a mass of cars like that? They're all going nuts and driving at 100 miles an hour and honking their horns. And
yeah, I forget
quite a deal.
What other predictions I made. Mostly around rats and pizza.
Rats and pizza.
Crosswalk signs.
Yeah.
Wasn't there one around a taxi, like what you would do in a taxi?
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Taxis are so different. The last time I was there was probably 40 years ago. And it just seemed like everything has changed. Everything's changed, but everything stayed the same. You know what I mean? You certainly had all the architecture that stayed the same and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, riding in a taxi, now you can pay by credit card. And that's a great thing. Man, you just tap it and go. You're done.
Well, good.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part of the whole trip?
Oh.
And for the record, I did check. We are recording.
Great.
Both camera and audio.
Good.
Because I made that mess up on the last episode.
Well, you know, technical difficulties.
And I felt rusty. It's been a few weeks since we recorded. So anyway, favorite part
of it? To make sure that everything was still a go. Probably the most favorite thing is Maris and I took a carriage ride down Fifth Avenue in the evening at 7:30 in the evening. And that was a lot of fun.
Sounds romantic.
It was very romantic. It was very nice.
Very romantic?
Just very nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Happy for you.
And we stopped in front of Rockefeller Center and saw the lighted Christmas tree, and all of that, and came back on Broadway and which was a lot of fun. The second most fun thing we did was we had dinner down in Times Square, and I think I sent you a picture of that. We were up on like the 15th or 20th floor of this building having dinner, and you could see down right to Times Square.
I thought
and
it was
that
cool
was really cool.
because you could see all the confetti and stuff from
Confetti
New
was
Year's.
still in the gutters. Yeah.
Did you take any home?
No.
No? Did Kate?
No.
I felt like Kate would have taken some confetti home.
No. She didn't want to venture out on the roof. 20,
Well, I didn't know if it was
stories
on
up
the
there.
ground somewhere.
No, there wasn't any on the ground.
Yeah.
The ground was pretty clear.
But you saw the ball that had dropped?
We saw the ball at 2025.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it was fun. Lots of fun.
I think there's a record for pictures I've seen of you taken. Like you in pictures.
Me?
Yeah.
In pictures?
Kathleen posted a lot of pictures of you guys. You and Mary
She
Alice.
did. She took a lot of pictures of her else.
Did it take convincing? I feel like you would have been like, I don't know. I don't want that. We're good.
No, I just if you get to a point where, with family, you just kind of go, okay,
Just get it
I'll
over with
give up.
faster.
Let's go.
The quicker you do it, the
Let's
quicker you're
move.
done.
Yeah.
I thought you said one of your favorite parts was the 9/11 memorial.
That was probably the neatest thing that I've seen in years.
I guess you can't start with that when someone says, "How'd you enjoy New York? What was your favorite part?"
Yeah.
I love the 9/11 memorial.
Yeah, it's and because it's so tragic. I mean, it just brings everything back to that day, and it really does. And they had some absolutely fabulous exhibits in the memorial. So if you ever get a chance to go there, please do, because it's so well worth it.
It's crazy that none of your grandkids were born on 9/11.
No,
That's wild to me.
none of them were born.
And your first grandson was born on 9/11.
My first grandson was born on 9/11, only 2 years later.
Had to be a weird birthday to have.
Yeah, my daughter really didn't want him to be born on 9/11 because of that. But that's it's the good that comes out of tragedy.
I can't imagine actually being born on 9/11, like as a first-time parent and your kids being born that day.
Especially that day. Yeah.
Anyway,
But it was absolutely fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. We got to go to the top of the Empire State Building. That's another must-do if you ever get a chance to go to New York.
they didn't flag you. This guy looks suspicious.
They did the wand over me at least 2 or 3 times. I see something here. What is this? What's going on here? We need to take him in the back room, do a shakedown. So anyway, it was fun, and we did go to the top of the Empire State Building, and the views up there are just spectacular. And the nice thing about the Empire State Building is you have the option of going outside if you would like, or they have an observation deck, I think one floor below.
Did you go outside?
No, we did not. No. And the reason for it is it was just so blasted cold up there.
Could you do both if you wanted to?
You can do both if you wanted to.
What do they charge for that?
You know what? I forget what the charges were on that. I think like they're maybe $45 a person.
Just to go up to the top?
No, that's to go on the. Well, yeah, maybe so.
Man, I should charge $45 for people to get on my roof. You can see the other side of Olathe from there.
A little different.
I know.
And the thing I found out, which was kind of interesting, is most of the Empire State Building is all condominiums. They're all residential.
It used to be businesses and stuff?
Used to be a lot of businesses and stuff like that in there.
It's crazy to me that, like, you sent a picture. It was really cool with the sun setting and stuff. I was proud of your artistic vision there.
Yeah.
But just looking at, like, one little tiny segment of that picture, and that's, like, more skyscrapers than Kansas City and Omaha combined.
Oh, I know.
Like,
Omaha combined.
That's
Topeka,
more than, like, from here to
Wichita,
Denver.
yeah. Even including Denver.
So that's kind of wild to me to see that.
Yeah.
Did you get honked at all?
All the time. I
You
mean,
personally got honked at?
No, our cab did.
Oh.
Because those guys must take a course in aggressive driving or something, because they don't mess around, man. If you want to get 2 inches from another car, he can do it. And he knows how to do it, so you don't get hit. And the thing I did notice is that there was the cabs that we took seemed to be like brand new. So I don't know if they were in period of just new cab purchases or what.
I've never seen a brand new looking cab. Usually they're all they're from like the early 2000s.
I know they look pretty tough. Do
you think you'll go back to New York again?
Probably.
Really?
Yeah.
With Mary Alice, or just you have to make a?
No, it would. If she wanted to go, we'd certainly go.
What would you do next time if you could go again?
I'd probably do a little bit more research on some of the other touristy things to do. Like I'd love to go to Staten Island. I'd love to go to. I've been there before, but I'd love to go see it again. I'd like to see the Statue of Liberty. I'd love to have dinner or drinks one night at this one particular restaurant that we did not get a chance to go to. It's called the River Cafe, and it is a cafe that's located right
on the river,
right underneath the Brooklyn Bridge, and it sits on the East River. It's a converted barge that sits on the East River. And at nighttime, it's absolutely spectacular because you have in front of you, you have the East River with all the boats going up and down the East River. And then you have the spectacular skyline of New York City all lit up. And then if you looked off to the left, you see the Statue of Liberty over there. It's just an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous view.
Well, Janelle has zero desire to go to New York, she told me.
Really?
So if Mary Alice doesn't want to go, then maybe you and I could go. We can get our listeners to pay for a quick trip out there, or get a sponsor.
We could do a GoFundMe page.
Help me, we're poor.
Help us, we're poor, we're destitute, and we need to go to New York City.
We need a vacation.
We do.
Help me. I would probably get a donation from my mom and say, quit talking about this. Here's $3. Stop.
Yeah, $3.
You're embarrassing the family again.
Here we go again.
But yeah, we should go. You'll have to show me around your city. I run this town, Taylor.
My town.
And a pigeon poops on you.
There's a dive bomb on you.
Well, that's fun. I'm glad to hear you had a good time.
It was really was a good time. I mean, prices there are just nuts.
My favorite thing was that, so you guys got there early. You had an early flight.
Uh-huh.
So you were there by like noon in your hotel?
Noon at a hotel, and we were in St. Patrick's Cathedral.
Yeah, I was going to say that the first thing you guys did was go to Mass.
Well, it wasn't intentional. It was, we wanted to go to St. Patrick's Cathedral. So we walked down to St. Patrick's Cathedral from our hotel. And by the way, our hotel was on 57th Street. And we were just a block from Carnegie Hall, which was kind of neat. And walked down to St. Patrick's Cathedral and walked in and started looking around and realized there was a mass going on in St. Patrick's. So we had to be...
While you're oohing and awing.
Just kind of... Whoa, holy crap, look at that. Gee, oh, that's beautiful. Beep. Man.
Confession now.
Phone's going on.
That's 6 Hail Marys for you, young
You
man.
got to see this thing. This is wonderful. Let me show you.
Holy, I'm FaceTiming Courtney.
Yeah. So anyway, it was really spectacular.
Good.
Yeah.
Anything else you would like to add? The floor is yours. This can be the New York episode.
The New York episode. I don't know.
You felt safe the whole time?
We did. I didn't feel any. The radar was up as far as security is concerned. You're always kind of conscious of what's going on, and I took heed of your advice and put my billfold in my front pockets and all
People
that.
Just grabbed your butt for no reason.
Yeah, and I just kind of.
Hey, I'm walking in.
Hey, that's my butt. What the deal?
Did you just grab my butt, mister? Hey, geez, the Levi's look
Get
fantastic.
Out of here.
Sheesh.
So anyway, we did see an element of that.
People getting pickpocketed?
No, not getting pickpocketed, but the conversations, that sort of thing. But a lot of building going on in New York.
What?
Yeah, a lot of building. They were torn down these old buildings, and now they're putting up these huge skyscrapers, and again, more skyscrapers. But we didn't. One thing I would do again that we did not do on this trip, and that I would go to the top of the 9/11 Memorial.
The Freedom Tower?
Freedom Tower, yeah, I'd go to the top of that.
That's the tallest building now, isn't it?
I think it's pretty much the tallest building now.
That'd be
It's
fun.
pretty scary, man. If you walk up and if you look up at that thing, you kind of go, whoa.
Yeah, I see pictures and my palms get sweaty.
Oh God, yeah, my stomach churns. And
Well, we used to go to
like
Chicago, and my parents just talked about going to the top of the Sears Tower,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just like in tears thinking about like, please, can we do something else? We stay on the ground.
Did you go?
I don't think we did, but I remember going. I think I said before, we went shopping in some buildings in Chicago, and there was escalators that would go up for like 15 floors, and just you could see down the middle, and
Yep.
I did not like that.
No,
And all the elevators were glass, so you could look
Yeah.
out, and I just get nervous thinking about it.
Mhm.
The elevator at our work is always broken, and I don't have good feelings about that. And that's 5 stories. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, I'd like to go, but
I've been to the top of the old Sears building
really
in Chicago.
for
That
your
was pretty
50th
scary.
birthday.
Yeah, it was on my 50th birthday. Yeah.
They had that little glass ledge they built where you could stand out, and I have no interest in
Shit,
that.
no, I did that. I didn't
Really?
realize that they had that. And I'm just kind of walking around going, hey, look at me. I'm Johnny from Kansas City. And, just a lot of fun. And we're having a good time. And, oh, my God. Look at that. I can see all the way down 110 floor. Oh, my God. So
Clean
I
up
backed
on the-
away. I just kind of broke out into a sweat and just kind of backed away. Are you okay, dear? You okay? What's going on?
Well, yeah, that sounds fun. Did you have a bagel? when you
We
were
did.
bagel?
We had we found a little sandwich shop that we kind of right on the corner from our hotel that we really liked. And boy, they had great sandwiches in there. They cook them up and they'd bake them for you and do all that kind of stuff. And they had some great bagels in there too. Bagels and muffins were the big thing.
I think I've heard places that make New York style pizza. They'll fly in like water from New York just to make the dough taste the
Really?
same.
No kidding.
So you just can't replicate that. New
No,
York
you
water.
can't. You really can't. And
That New York sewer water.
yeah, give me some of that sewer.
I know one thing that makes you sound like a local is you got to say I'm on Long Island. You don't say I'm in Long Island.
Oh, really?
I
Okay.
think it's Staten Island. On Staten Island.
Okay.
So just so you know next time.
Yeah.
Same with Hawaii.
Hawaii.
I'm on the Big Island.
Ooh.
I've
Okay.
never been, but just that's what I hear.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's a good tip. I'll
So it's a lot
try and
like-
remember that.
It's a lot like Branson is what you're saying. New York and Branson.
Yeah,
are pretty similar.
they're pretty similar. There's a lot of
The
things to do.
lights.
The lights and the people
Skyscrapers.
and skyscrapers and the traffic
Taxis.
and taxis and all that kind of stuff.
Did you feel like people were not very nice?
The people in New York have sort of a really hard shell on them.
Did you crack any of them?
I think we did.
Which one?
With just being nice.
Which one did you crack?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, no, you didn't crack it.
Yeah, just kind of was a wisecrack is what it was.
Well, I just feel like you're Mr. I need to meet everybody and get their
Oh,
story
I
and learn
know.
about
I
them. And
love that. That's
I imagine your taxi driver's like, shut up. There's
yeah. A lot of the taxi drivers that we had were foreign. They were
what?
Yes. Can you believe it?
That's wild. Did you
Yeah.
ask what their story was?
No, I didn't. Because most of them were on their phones.
No. Nice.
They were doing their phone thing.
That's what
And,
you love to see.
yeah, there was a couple. One guy was from Egypt.
You got that out of him?
Yeah, I got that out of him.
Where are you from?
Yeah, excuse me. I can't detect your
I'm from Harlem.
accent.
No, I mean like
Where's-
originally.
Yeah, born there. Hey, but yeah, there's a variety of different places these people are from.
Well, that sounds fun. I'm glad you did it.
Yeah, I am
and
too.
I'm surprised it ever
I'm-
happened because you always
Why?
talked about wanting to take Mary Alice, and your go-to trips were always to Florida.
Yeah.
You never ever, as long as I've known you for 10 years, taken a trip anywhere besides Florida or like tagging along to Texas to see your grandsons.
Well, that and I went to Colorado.
Okay, for our wedding.
Went fishing for
I mean, you and Mary Alice, I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, I knew she
right.
is more beach girl, so.
Yeah, we're kind of more warm weather people. Although, we lucked out with the weather. Although it's very cold, and the winds are pretty strong in New York because of the tall buildings and stuff. But yeah, it was pretty chilly. But yeah, we like the sunshine and the ocean and laying on the beach and drinking vodka tonics and
Nice.
that kind of thing. So it makes it a lot of fun.
Speaking of the beach and happy trees,
Yes.
I brought my Bob Ross drink my mom and my dad got me for Christmas. It's part of my
I saw that earlier.
it's part of my stocking stuffer.
I think that's great.
It's a Bob Ross positive energy drink.
Did you get your underwear for Christmas?
Yes. It's special.
Special
No,
underwear?
it's the kind that I wanted.
What kind of special underwear did you get?
You'll never know. Just kidding. It's just.
What do you mean, just kidding?
Sorry, we don't share our underwear.
No, we don't.
I just.
We share podcasts. We don't share underwear.
No. It's just a kind that I liked. I don't know. It's just a brand that I liked that she got again this year. It's just soft and.
Scooby Doo's?
No, SpongeBob.
Underoos.
No, it's just regular underwear.
Are they the ones with the plastic lining stuff on it?
Like
Kiss
Pampers
like
or like
Pampers or
Little Tykes?
little
Not
pins
Little Tykes.
kind of thing.
What was it called?
Little Tykes.
That's a toy.
No, that's part of it. That's some underwear, I believe.
No, pull-ups.
Pull-ups. It was pull-ups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still sometimes.
Well, that's nice. I'm glad your Christmas dream came true.
We shared the rest of our Christmas stuff, but
We did.
I just hadn't shown the positive energy drink yet.
Well, I think that's pretty classy.
Uh,
Your mom gives some pretty good gifts.
She does.
Yeah.
I got them a gift this week.
Ooh.
If my dad's listening, he's officially back in Omaha.
Uh-huh.
And I asked yesterday, my friend Brandon from the Chiefs, he texted me and said, hey, would you like some tickets? I can get him. All you have to pay is the tax on the tickets because he's an employee and they offer him to purchase them. Anyway, there were 2 tickets and the price was really, really good. Won't say the amount, but it included the parking pass and everything. So I talked about going, and then we were going to surprise my dad in Omaha for like a birthday type celebration, whatever. And thought, I probably shouldn't tell them we're not going up there just because we're going to the game. So I said, how about we invite them to go? So my mom and dad went to the game, or hopefully went, and bought the tickets for them for like an early birthday gift. And so.
Well, this is a really important game for the Chiefs, too.
Well, it's the playoffs, John.
It's the playoffs. And how many times you get a chance to go see the playoffs?
Not
I've
often.
never been to a playoff
I haven't
game.
either.
So maybe in our lifetime. Maybe in your lifetime, not in mine.
Maybe the next game he'll get tickets and I can go or something.
No, maybe you can. That'd be nice. That'd be nice.
So enjoy the memories for me, Dad. I hope you did. Hope you
Yeah.
just guilt tripping.
Well, he did.
Yeah, he probably got a
he
beer
did.
thrown on him.
Oh, probably not.
Hey, look at that tall guy.
Wait.
Let's dump a Coors on his
Hey, is that
hat.
Joe? That's Joe. Joe from the podcast. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
I've never seen him before.
Way. Look
I
at
can tell by
that.
the vibe he puts off.
The aura.
That guy's got mad riz. Sheesh.
Mad Riz Joe.
The drip on that outfit is crazy. It's on fleek. He looks like he enjoys a good pun. So anyway,
Does he ever?
they're coming down for that.
Good.
On Friday.
That's very nice for you to do that for them.
Thank you. And then that's really all I know. My mom knows about it. I told her,
Good.
but she didn't tell him about it.
Mm.
So she's just making him dress warm in case we go look at the plaza lights.
Oh, yeah.
So they're probably gone by now anyway.
No, they're still there. They're going to be on till, I think, February 1st. They made a change on that this year.
So that's what he thinks we might do. So he's dressing warm. She's going to pack him some extra stuff.
Okay.
I also have stuff. But realized, fun fact, it took the blizzard coming. We got like 12 inches or so here. And I went to go shovel the stairs off and realized, hey, I don't have winter gloves.
What?
Yeah, I don't have winter gloves, apparently. I couldn't find them. And
Oh, man.
so I had to use some of Janelle's like decorative fingerless gloves. So, like a real man's man. My hoodie.
I can see you in your hoodie and your new pink underwear and your fingerless gloves.
Can
Out
you do me a
there
favor real quick?
Shoveling.
You're kind of shaking in the microphone.
Oh, I
shakes.
know. I like that.
I don't like hearing it shake.
What?
That's just whenever you laugh and you're on the table leaning, it shakes like that. Whatever.
I think we need to We need a little structural thing to tighten it up a bit when we get
We need
finished.
to make an investment.
Yeah.
And some new equipment.
We should get
for
some
our
new
6
equipment.
listeners.
Yeah, for our 12 listeners.
So anyway, that's...
well, tell me about the storm, because, when I got home, I was kind of amazed at how much snow was around. But by the time we got home, all the major highways were clear. And
Well, I hadn't heard about it happening until like 2 days before. So I started tracking it on like Apple Weather app and the Weather Channel app. And the Weather Channel said like 3 to 8 inches. And then I looked at the Apple Weather app and it said 18 to 23. So
whoa,
didn't know what to believe. It kind of ended up being in between the two. And we got, I would guess like 12 to 13. I don't know.
Really?
It was by far the most we've ever had since I've lived here.
Yeah.
I've been here for 11 years.
Yeah, it looked like a lot.
Because back in Omaha, we would get a lot, and it would take quite a bit to cancel school. But down here, it was like,
done. We got a cloud.
We might get snow. Let's cancel school.
Okay, yeah.
And it was the first time I questioned if I should probably get a snowblower or not. But thankfully, Alan next door took care of us.
Oh, good old Alan, yeah.
Great guy.
He has one?
He's got one. He kind of does a few of the neighbors' houses, the sidewalks and the driveways. And then, I just had to shovel our stairs and our deck and stuff. And so it wasn't too bad. So I appreciate that.
Well, how is Otis enjoying the...
Otis loves it. He went out there and was burying his
element, man.
Yeah, he was burying his face in the snow and jumping around and doing circles in the backyard. And so it gets frustrating because this is the time of year where he wants to go out and then back in every 5 minutes.
Yep.
So he'll be punching punching the back door, and 2 minutes later he's punching to come back in.
Mm-hmm.
The fun thing we did while you were out of town is you were in New York, and we were making a New York puzzle.
Really?
That we never finished. And we were sitting in the dining room one night, and I thought it felt kind of cold for a minute. And I couldn't see the back door from where I was sitting, but Otis was in there, and I thought Janelle had just gotten up to let him out and or let him back in. And finally I looked up because it was just getting so cold, and the back door was wide open, and he had let himself in and
Otis
just left it open, and there's a nice breeze coming in.
Well, this should be open. Should be an open door.
Last night he jumps in bed, and Janelle freaks out. I said, "What?" And she's like, "I didn't let him in." And we looked back and saw the security camera footage of him kind of punching the door and looking down when it opens up. Like, I guess I'll walk in now.
Oh,
I didn't know I could do
learned
that.
a new trick here, folks.
So anyway, the snow, I stayed home for probably 4 or 5 days without going anywhere. Just didn't want to test the roads, and it snowed Sunday, and they didn't snow plow until like late Monday night. So I ended up not going into the office that week at all. So anywho.
Well, Missouri, where I live, is notorious for getting some of the main streets clear, but they do not get to the side streets very quickly.
I saw some videos of just the difference of Kansas and Missouri and how bad Missouri side is.
I know. It's just horrible.
Like State Line Road, and just the 2 Missouri ones are not plowed, and the 2 Kansas are. Mm-hmm. So sorry about that.
No, that's all right. That's cost of living, where you live. That's for sure.
So sad news.
Ooh.
When this comes out, TikTok might officially be banned in America.
What do you think about that?
I don't really care.
You don't care about your country?
About not having TikTok?
Yeah.
I don't really care about not having TikTok.
Oh.
I mean, there are some people I enjoyed following on there for a good laugh, but I can always follow them on the other 16 social medias if I want to. But,
well, what about, all of their concerns about security and security to our country and all that kind of stuff?
I don't know if it's that bad. Then they can get rid of it. And that's what I'm saying I don't care about.
Okay.
It doesn't really bother me too much.
All right. I'm kind of the same boat.
You're not going to miss your TikToks?
I'm not going to. I can't tell you the last time
I guess we do
clicked on TikTok. That's, I think, don't they have our podcast on TikTok?
Yeah, we have our podcast on there.
Oh, well, we do care about it.
Yes.
We do want somebody to buy TikTok, an American company.
We need to save it. We're making so much money
save
on
it.
this.
Yes.
On our podcast, we had let's see. We had 68 followers and 2,100 likes over the course of our lifetime on TikTok.
All right. I like the 2,100 likes.
I mean, it is kind of sad. These are how many videos we had.
It's okay.
R.I.P.
That's
I'll
all right.
upload them elsewhere.
Yep.
So that's going away. I'm sure Janelle's going to be sad.
Is she a big TikTok person?
She enjoys a good scroll through TikTok until midnight on a work night.
Yeah, Marielle says the same thing. She'll lay in bed and just...
On TikTok?
I don't know if she's on TikTok or, she's more into the reels.
Those will be around still. Yeah. But they've said before this is going to go away, and it didn't, so I'll believe it when I see it. But it's going to happen overnight Sunday, and this will come out Tuesday, so sorry, people, if it happened.
Yeah. Well, this is kind of a big deal for a number of reasons. First of all, the amount of money involved it would take to buy that thing. It'd be in the billions. And second of all, the national security issues that everybody keeps throwing up on this thing. So,
do you have a video segment that you will miss the most?
On TikTok?
Yeah, if you were going to look up a TikTok video, like a lot of the things I see are like food reviews or like
really
comedy things or sports stuff.
See, I you know what, Taylor, I don't think I have ever looked on TikTok for anything. Because I've got, my go-to, of course, is Google. But, if you want to do a how-to thing, find it on Google.
I'll share you one last time tonight some of my favorite videos I've seen lately, so you could just, for old time's sake, give me a sympathy laugh and
give me a yuck. Okay,
yeah.
You got it.
What else is new? Right before the snow came, the Friday, the ice came on Saturday, and then the snow came Sunday.
Right.
And Friday after work, I ran out real quick, and Alan had brought over a new lawnmower. It was a gas-powered mower, and I had mentioned his always picking up leaves better than his gas mower he has. But he got a different one from his in-laws, so he gave me this one, and it only works if you kind of go over backwards with the leaves. So real quick after work Friday, I went over one last time and picked up all the leaves because our tree had dropped a lot more.
Good.
And it was pitch dark by the time I finished, but so I had a blank slate for the snow to fall on. Cool. So that felt good. So I got a new mower from Alan.
Well, you can always use two mowers. You can always use two of anything.
I got an electric now and a gas.
Yeah. So
take that, California.
Yeah. Speaking of California, though, I mean, those poor people, I just, I'm in awe of the amount of devastation that's taken place out there.
Yeah, that's scary.
It really is scary. It looks like the Ukraine almost. It's just nothing left. Nothing.
Apocalyptic times.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't imagine knowing I had like 30 minutes to get all my stuff and get out.
What would you take? I mean, stop and think about that a minute.
Are you ready? Sign. I'd have to take all my camera stuff. Well, I'd have to still do some shoots.
Sure, but you have that pretty much in a centralized location, do you not?
Have to get Otis and his food.
Okay, that's a bag, and
probably all the documents would be a pain to replace.
We have ours in a container kind of thing. We just grab it and go.
The Norwegian prayer.
We have to take that from Grandma.
The picture Kate got us.
Well, yeah, that's important.
The positive energy drink.
From
the podcast stuff. We'd have to do our podcast still.
But that's out there in the realm of things. So we got us pulled away.
I'd have just a truckload of stuff and no room in my sedan. I'll be like, "What are you doing? I need it all."
What do you mean? You don't need Otis's bed.
You've got a podcast too?
What are you bringing that microphone for?
What are you? Spaghetti sauce. What do you need that for?
Well, it's only one.
You never know.
Yeah.
I'll miss it.
You just never know.
So that'd be tough. But yeah, I've seen videos of people's like Ring doorbells of it coming through their neighborhood, and it'd be terrifying.
Those fire tornadoes. Those were just, I looked at those things. I thought, my God, how devastating are these things? You know, we're used to tornadoes here, how destructive they are. Well, you add a bunch of fire to it, and it's really bad. So,
yeah. Oh, sorry. We can wrap up in just a second because we were going to watch the Iowa State Kansas game.
That's right.
Tonight.
We have to go. We have to go.
It started just now.
Oh no.
Last thing. I started a diet again.
Yeah. How's that going?
It's going fine. I'm trying to say a number for an update.
Yeah. Give me an update.
It'll hold me accountable.
No. You already done it.
Well, no, it'll hold me accountable to keep going.
Okay.
So that our 6 listeners can say,
hey,
he's gotten fatter. I'm listening to audio and I can still tell he's gotten fatter.
I can tell by his voice.
It sounds fatty.
Yeah, it's a fatty voice.
It's billowy. I was
billowy.
It's nasally, and I can tell he can't breathe through his nose. I was.
It's a rasping, it's wheezing.
It's hard to start a diet before the New Year's, because like holidays and people are doing whatever potlucks and stuff.
Sure.
So I had the plan to start on the 2nd of January. So I went to the gym on the 2nd and I've been alternating the gym and doing the Peloton here. And just eating better,
Mm-hmm. Good for you.
Otis is sleeping somewhere.
Yeah. Is that a bad dream or something?
Or a good one. He's chasing a rabbit or something.
Yeah.
So anyway, doing intermittent fasting. So I skip breakfast, and then I'll do like a protein shake for lunch, and then I have more calories to work with for dinner. And the first couple of days were rough because I was just grumpy and hungry.
Yeah.
So anyway, down 11 pounds now.
Oh, great. Congratulations.
So, thanks. Everyone's going to say
good stuff.
It's water weight, fatty. So
you're obsessed with that word.
Whatever it is. I have a lot more to go, obviously.
Well, you're off to a good start.
Thanks.
Just keep it up.
It's a lifestyle change, and
yeah,
got to stick with it.
All right. So let's go drink some beer.
Yeah, let's gain it all back. So we'll have to do an update periodically, and you can say, "Hey,
all right,
you look swollen," and I'll say, "Thanks."
Do we need to do a fatty update?
Taylor's
an FU.
Wow.
A fatty update.
Sure. Cool.
A little play of words there.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I apologize for another quick episode because we did 2 short ones the last time.
Well, that's quite all right.
Maybe next week we'll do an extra long one.
Well, we'll see.
A marathon episode.
We'll see.
Welcome back from New York. Glad I didn't change you too much.
It's good to be back, and we had a great time.
And I'm glad you didn't get shanked.
We didn't get shanked, and thanks to the people in New York, because they really were very courteous to us.
They knew you were coming.
They knew we were coming, and they seemed to be very, very nice, no matter where we went.
It's good to hear.
Yeah.
There's no place like home.
That's true.
And have a good week, John.
You do the same, Taylor.
And thanks to all of our sponsors.
Thanks to our sponsors. Who are they?
CBDs and Kansas City Auto Museum. And Taylor Atkinson Fatty Company.
Taylor Atkinson Fatty. Damn you.
All right, see you, John.
Goodbye.